What up? What up? What up, dog? Y'all already know what time it is, man. We live and direct right now this morning. Great morning to y'all, man. All y'all out there watching. We in for some XFL today. I was in Vegas last week with the XFL. My picks were up on Twitter. Um, Yeah, what up though? Don Play. Don Play back. Is that Don Play? What's up with you, fam? Yeah, man. So last week I went 2-2 basically overall, but I am back with the XFL. I got the 2023 sticker on there, but it's 2024. I'm tripping this morning. Kind of last minute and some stuff. So this is my freestyle right here. Um, Send a couple invites, let everybody know I'm my own. I appreciate everybody for showing up on the strength just to get some of this XFL action today. Anybody out there got plays for today's game? Man, feel free to just toss them in the chat. We could talk about it. This is a freestyle capping right here. I already capped the games, but I'm just kind of go off of the dome of what I've been observing so far. So this is kind of like my spelling test on a Friday, right? So let me go jump right into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day. Um, we already know what we doing right here. So let's get into this right here. Let me see. Here we go. First game up today is the Brahmas at the Memphis Showboats. Okay, so basically, this week gave us a first look at the defenses. I can't really pre-predict defense. I had to see defense really on the field. So we got to see these guys last week. Defenses come out. Brahmas in the Showboats. Memphis Showboats -2. The over and under is 40. So, like I said, last week, we got a chance to see the defenses. Now, this Memphis Brahmas defense caused a lot of turnovers. So it's just a matter of time till they start putting the points to go with that. But that's what the coach's pride in. All of his teams before have done the same thing. So they're going to be going big time for the turnovers in that game. And also, we seen a little bit with the defense with Memphis as well. They had the same thing where they caused a few turnovers. Offensively was said though, I like Gabbers. I like Gabbers over here at the Brahmas. The Memphis Showboat quarterback, he still has some more to prove, but Gabbers showed that he was really the playmaker that we remember for college, and that was one of the edges that I had last week. I had the Brahmas plus the points. The Brahmas is basically the Roughnecks kind of moved to San Antonio. San Antonio is a good place for the Brahmas. They had a pretty good showing of people. I think they had 13,000 last week or something show up. So they got a nice following. They could be a thing for this season. So I like both of these teams at the same exact amount. And it's gonna be a really good game. Top game, one of the top games of the week is gonna be played right here. It's gonna be exciting to see, and it comes on shortly. So I'm gonna put the bet in on this one right here. So I'm going with the over on this one, guys. I'm going to take over 40. All the games went under last week. I'm a believer in the under, but in this situation, I see these two teams maybe turnovers, maybe miscues, or I see them actually scoring. They got an actual game plan that's working for them as far as scoring. So I'm gonna go just with the over in this game. That's like the only bet that I like on this one. And let me see if my so my book is giving some first half right here. First half, 19 and a half. Brahmas Showboats. I don't know who gets on the board first right there. Brahmas caught a couple lucky ones last week. Showboats took a while to get it going. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay in that spot, man. I'm trying to be more disciplined and learn how to bet, more disciplined because we be wilding sometimes, right? Especially on a winning day. My man Don play out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He says he's on the over 39 and a half in the first game. That's exactly what I'm on. And he said they should go get over by the third quarter. But he don't know about the side. Yeah, same thing. I'm right here with you, 100%. Right here, that's 100%. I'm just getting the line late at 40, but it got to get at least 40 for you to win and for me to tie, and it's gonna get over that anyway. So that's what I'm looking at today with you. I'm right there with you, Don. People. So people in the chat, anybody looking for a play today on UFL, it comes on in a minute. I just put my bet in. I'm just going full game under I mean third over 40, I'm sorry. Over 40 in this one. That's where we at with it this morning. It's about to come on soon. Get your bets in. If I had to choose a sides in this one, for now I'm gonna take Gabbers. I guess you could say I'm more of an XFL guy because I didn't really pay too much close attention to UFL last year. So yeah, I kind of like Gabbers in the spot. I kind of like what they're doing over there at the Brahmas. It's a Texas organization, right? So you know they're gonna put Texas on top in the end in the UFL anyway. But let's move on to the next game, y'all. It's also played today, and I believe we have Blackhawks and Renegades. I think the true story of the Renegades, because you know I don't like Luis Perez. I mean, why are they not saying that this guy was bounced around from a couple teams and moved over to a couple teams that ended up winning the championship, you know, after a trade on a team that was 4-6. It was ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna sugarcoat shit like that. That's just what it is. But Blackhawks didn't show up last week. We thought I was on the Blackhawks. They lost. A lot of people was on the Blackhawks. They didn't show up last week. But you know, the coach over at the Blackhawks, he does. We've seen him lose before. He coaches a little harder as he goes. But St. Louis Blackhawks -5.5. The number, I think, I really don't want to give any kind of benefits of the doubt in this sport because of the way that they can, you know, do the 2-pointer, 3-pointer, stuff like that. So I'm kind of timid on the points kind of early until I can really get a gas and know whether a team is going to actually cover or not. But I mean, in all to the Blackhawks, you know, they had a bad beat. This coach has been known, like last year after he lost to DC, came back stronger. It was surprising that Blackhawks wasn't in the championship last year, but I think this year, Anthony, I think his name Buget, the coach over there, I think he coaches him up this week. This team, my man, I'm telling you, I think it's a fraud, man. Luis Perez trash to me. But you know, sometimes he could play a quarter, a half. I mean, sometimes a half or whatever. But you know, playing a complete full game, he struggles still at the end. That's why he's still in the XFL or UFL, whatever you want to call it. So man, I'm going with the Blackhawks in that one, but I really just going to do them on the money line and parlay it into something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even, like I said, I'm not going to be thirsty in this league. It's the beginning. Third, fourth, and fifth week is probably when we should start having better looks to kind of aggressively pursue this game. So I only like this one money line. I think I'm gonna just hold that in my pocket, and we're gonna get through that through this show. So we're gonna hold the money line on the Blackhawks. I mean, Blackhawks playing at home. Um, Big attendance gonna be showing up over there for the Blackhawks. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're looking at. They have to make money in this league. The ticket sales, the airtime, they're smudging the airtime on Fox, but they did good on ESPN's. So you know, all this stuff matters for the existence of these people who invested in this. More outsiders are invested in advertisement this time. So all is a go right there. So I'm expecting home wins for good home teams. So I'm expecting the Blackhawks to beat the Renegades. Can 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 the Blackhawks win at home? Um Absolutely. So I'm gonna hold them for the money line. Next up, Birmingham Stallions and the Michigan Panthers. These two should be the biggest match of the day, and it's gonna start tomorrow. This is a good, you know, UFL matchup. Birmingham Stallions. We seen what they could do last week. Very good on both sides of the ball. Didn't see too much about the Stallions that I didn't like. Like they look like a shoe in right now. Now Michigan Panthers, many who watched the UFL last year, they looking at the Michigan Panthers as if they're much better this year, and they may have a chance. So they're familiar with the coaching. These coaching matches up is familiar with each other, and it should be a good matchup. If anything, I would lean with the Panthers plus the points in this one, just because I would prefer to stay on the dog. But I'm gonna move over into more of the total in this one. Let me see. Anybody on this game already, or anybody got any input about this game? Toss it in the chat. Let me see here. Um, Here we go. Where do we go here? Uh, Man, yeah, I cannot put my hand on it. So I don't know. I kind of want to take a pass in this game. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I did. My man Don Plessy, he put his bet in. Let's get it. So we all on the over in the first game right here. So moving on to this game right here, man. I think this is one that's better just watched. More say in this one. If I had to lay something on it, I'm gonna have to just continue with the trend of the Birmingham Stallions, because they were most oppressive. The Michigan Panthers, they kind of moved along here and there. As far as a total on this one, I kind of would be up in the air with that one too, but I'll be leaning a little towards the under on that one, just because of the level of sport, and the numbers already 41. So kind of taking the pass on that game for now, and let's jump into one of the other games. The last game right here, DC Defenders and the Houston Roughnecks. DC Defenders -5.5. The over and under is 40. This is an easy one for me. Let me see what I could get for that one. So in this one right here, I mean, I think the Houston Roughnecks, the coach, I think it's CJ Johnson over there. I'm not too fond of him. I think they'll probably struggle with this with the coaching, and Barlow over here at the DC Defenders. He's a really good coach. It's a really good coaching matchup right here, and I think Barlow has the edge at the end of the day. But Barlow is missing Abram Smith from last year. Abram Smith meant a lot to the with his running game on the DC Defenders. So without him in the first game, we seen right away that it's a different. But this guy coaches up too week for week. These coaches understand they only got 10 weeks to get it right. So as soon as these games are over, I'm pretty sure that they're already processing how they're going to move ahead. And the Houston Roughnecks kind of looked all over the place. There was some moments when they played together, but I think overall Houston Roughnecks is going to land in that 8, 9, or 10 spot in the. I mean, not 8, 9, or 10. I'm sorry, the last three spots in the XFL, which would actually be it's 8 teams, so it would be five, no, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, they're gonna be somewhere down there. Overall, the Houston Roughnecks. So in this one, so overall, I think this is what I'm gonna put together, y'all, because I'm gonna take it easy in this sport. Let me see what kind of lines we can get with this one. So we're already on Blackhawks money line. If we could put Blackhawks with the defenders, that gives us a whopping plus 115. And yeah, I do money line parlays. Ha ha ha. This is within 2 days too. So this is a long stretch right here. We're not trying to overbet these games. If anything that I want to, go further with, I would do some live betting when they allow you to live bet, or maybe some people's book don't do that. Maybe you can get the halves, and I'll take the halves. So that's it for me. St. Louis Blackhawks parlay money line parlayed over to the DC Defenders. So I'm rolling with the old XFL this week. But once again, with the DC Defenders, they had the same situation right here. They're you know, top heavy on all of the political stuff like attendance. The beer snake is coming out, all that good stuff for DC Defenders. They're playing. They're not really playing another XFL team in this one because the Roughnecks are actually from the UFL, who were originally the Houston Gamblers. So they're going against what I think is the lower end of coaching. With I think his name is CJ Johnson, the coach. The coach. My memory bank is shook, but you know what I'm saying? I remember what I need to remember. And I know this guy over here, when I read his write up, he wasn't the best coach to me. And he's playing a guy like Barlow. Barlow's a gamer coach, like he's a player's coach. He coaches at the level that he's in. He does a good job at it. So hopefully they get the running game opened up. They got a couple more options out there that they can bring in. So hopefully the DC defenders get the running game up, and once the running game is up, then they should be have this fine. I kind of like DC defenders minus the points as well. I wouldn't necessarily take them in the first half because that's why they call them the beer snake, because they come from behind a whole bunch of games. So I don't want to play and think they're gonna just be dominant from front to back. I think they pull off a win at home for the home fans in whatever form or fashion. That's why I'm not willing to take them by the points. Boom, that's that one. And Birmingham and the Michigan Panthers, I'm gonna be 100%, and I'm gonna kind of stay off and watch. I probably bet something live though. The degenerate, I kind of keep it a buck, but nothing that I would suggest anybody or anything like that. Don't do the crazy stuff that I do. So yeah, man, I'm gonna pass on that Birmingham and Michigan Panthers deal. But I'd also see a lot of pluses. Blackhawks got to get it together. The coach is the type of coach that can get it together. I kind of stand behind taking the Blackhawks minus the points, but it just a lot easier taking it as a money line parlay, because the angles are pretty much the same. If we're going to talk about attendance and ticket sales and all that kind of stuff, the Blackhawks in St. Louis locked down. They have a good fan base over there, a nice stadium, and the same thing goes for the DC Defenders. They're calling them the nation's team. So I guess they comparable to the Cowboys, huh? The America's team, DC Defenders. So the America's team is playing at home today, so they should get the job done. Or not today. I'm sorry. Um, I think that's no, that is later on today. No, that's tomorrow. But yeah, America's teams got to take care of business, and the folks in the league got to take care of business. I'm still pressing the Brahmas, so I'm hoping the Brahmas put some points up and we go over in that one. Thinking about getting involved with the Brahmas somehow live if I can with Bovada. But I don't know. That's it, folks. Ain't much more I could say. If you into UFL, I'm gonna tell you that the UFL website is pretty good with the after stats. If you go to a full schedule, hit the stats after the game, they have a whole like stack typer thing that comes up, and you can go almost inside and outside of what happened in the game. So whole lot of information to go, but we can get these edges on this small arena right here with a little knowledge of how things work in football, and some of these players that we've seen before, and all these players have some type of baggage with them. Like, they came from here, went from there, did this, did that. So I'm pretty sure if you dig deeper, there's stories that's involved. So I don't want to get too far into individual players because they just here or there. We've already seen that you can move them to the NFL, and that doesn't mean that they're gonna have a miraculous career change, because we haven't really seen that happen yet. But this guy kicking this 64-yard field goal last week, I'm pretty sure that the NFL is going to be knocking on him. And if he can continue to do that, then he will stay in the NFL. So shout out to him, man. But man, it's more people showing up here. I wish I had more to talk about, but it's only 4 games, and I'm gonna let everybody get on their day. I really appreciate everybody showing up for some of this good old UFL with the XFL in the back. Freestyle capping with your man DJ Bigboss. Y'all already know the deal, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.
Tune in to DJ Bigboss's UFL betting show, live every Saturday.